Hello YouTubers, my name is X Factor. Welcome back to some Battlefield 4 Rush gameplay where 40 is simply not enough. We're on Altai range and I'm going to start off with the tank, go to some infantry, go back to the tank, and then go back to infantry as we can't get the crossfire set up. This map is so important to set up the horseshoe on both sides. This right hand shoulder where I'm kind of looking at right there, that's where all the attackers go. But that's not where everybody should be because all the defenders are going to well up there. They're going to bottle up there. They're just going to spam nades and mortars. Everybody's going to die, and you can never really advance there. So a couple things I'm looking forward to in the Battlefield 4 world. Number one, Second Assault is coming out tomorrow. Get your body and mind prepared. I know I'm trying to do so. I've stacked up. We've got another massive snowstorm coming in. Sounds like our whole town's going to be shut down for yet another day. All the kids will miss school again, and that's like 10 or 11 for the year. It's been absolutely abysmal in my part of the country, which is on the Great Lakes. So there's usually the lake effect and these big snowstorms, but this year we've just absolutely getting pounded after having 2 mild winters. So I can't really complain, except for when I really need to drive around in this stuff, getting from point A to point B to get groceries or do some business-related things. So I'm having a hard time establishing my tank because we're just not getting the infantry push. And obviously you see I go down with the ship yet again from a tank sitting at mid, and that's a good spot for the tank to sit because there are buildings you can't hide behind. So the next time I spawn, a couple squad mates who are working with me in the VoIP have pushed up on the left side. This is where we want to be, but it's really hard to protect this part of the map when there's only 4 or 5 of you here. If you take a look at the mini map, I taste the cold steel of the trench. Doesn't feel too good. Makes me shiver just a little bit thinking about it. And the question is, did we get wiped off this spot? Yes, we did. That's the worst thing that can happen to you is if you get a squad wipe, and sometimes you can't prevent it. If your squad's playing together, much like ours was there, we did everything in our power to stay alive and keep the bad guys on our back, off our back without peeking and doing something dumb to get ourselves killed. But sometimes it's just not enough. So I always take my tank this way because you get a better angle when the tank is mid. And this is something that I bound to my mouse. My mini-map zoom level is bound to the tilt wheel, not the scroll wheel, the tilt wheel. And then the major map is bound to the other side of the tilt wheel, allowing me to kind of look at things on the fly as I drive around. And to much surprise, the tank is still in the same spot. I've showcased how to tank from that side of the map, and you can rack up the kills, and including a ton of armor kills. And I know that's one of the goals, community challenges for us, is how many armor kills can you get? So finally get their tank down. The question is, can we push? Was it enough? And these guys are still swarming the left-hand side. If you take a look at the mini-map, the threat is not what's on the right now due to my position. It's these guys right here. The defenders can roam that entire valley. If they get set up on some of these rocks, it's going to be Law, RPG, Straw, and Small Central. And that'll be interesting to see once Active Protective System is finally changed and fixed come the balance patch. It will be stopping the Law spam. And that's 5 or 6 seconds of protection and multiple Law rockets. And right there, I use my primary to kill infantry, which I usually don't do because it's traditionally a waste. But when they're head glitching or just peeking a quick spot, you need that instant kill, especially with all the Laws. And I'm about to go down yet again. Didn't have enough of an infantry push, and I've said it a million times, a tanker is only as strong as the infantry around him. So we've got everything going on. Flashbangs, we've got dirt bikes, and we've got a ton of people on the hill on the other side. This defenders team is being very smart about not giving up this side of the map because this is the side. If you give up as defenders, you're done. Because look at the angles that we have as I slowly peek over a couple times on that right rock. They have no cover from us over here. Nothing whatsoever. So we're slowly getting wheedled out on this side. So I'm trying to stay alive, grab a little bit different of an angle so we're not all clumped up because every time we shoot, we're on the mini-map. These guys can just come running and gunning and jumping over the rocks as they're doing now. It's a bad spot for us to be unless we can get another squad or 2 pushed over here. And this is the problem that plagues this map as attackers. This MCOM is actually really easy. A lot of attacking teams don't have success on it because they never push far left. If 90% of our team pushed far left, the attackers, they would win probably 80% of the time because the far right for us has no shade. It has very little protection. It's on the elevated part. So look at, it's just like swarming like bees. This is one of the most action-packed rounds I've ever played on one of these larger open maps. And I had a lot of fun during this round as well, because as you can see, as quick as I can reload, I am shooting at more bad guys, and our squad mates are dropping health packs. We're trying to cover each other's angles. Very alert group. You don't come across this often. It's always nice to stumble upon a group like this, that everybody's sticking together, watching the angles, and that's one thing that this group did a good job of. If two of us are looking one way, the other guy would cover the other angle. A lot of people get nervous and they all just clump up and look the same way. Well, that's how you get back rage and mowed down in a single mag or clip. And I didn't quite finish that guy. I'm down to 42 health. Let's see if he's hiding back there. Still hiding back there. And I pay the price on a cross angle. So that's what we're trying to set up over here, is get that left side. And you can see, if we get that left side up past where that Mav is and the two friendlies are at, we could just shoot fish in a barrel. If you can establish that, this MCOM is super easy. We did get a touch on the MCOM, but that's all we're going to get. Another very tough round of Rush Assault, where simply 40 is not enough. So hopefully you guys are looking forward to the second Assault gameplay that I'm going to be showcasing on the channel and obviously live streaming over the next couple days. And I'm really excited to unlock the F2000, one of the guns I used exclusively on the launch of Battlefield 3, both in pubs and competitively. It'll be interesting to see how that plays out and if it finds its way into my rotation of favorite guns to use in Battlefield 4. As always, YouTubers, thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this round of Battlefield 4. More is coming your way soon. We'll see you.